righty, it's that time. It's yoga time. Showtime. Let's begin a mountain pose. Just make your way up to the top of your mat. Take a few moments here as we prepare for our practice. Let's begin with a few deep breaths. Nice full inhale, filling up your lungs and heart space. And exhale to empty. Just let it go. A little shake of the shoulders, a little movement of your head. Then fill yourself up again. And inhale. Feel the fullness. And exhale for the release. And again, maybe some more movement of shoulders, head, and neck. And just any other parts of your body. It's a way of checking in with self, how you're feeling. And of course, just continue with slow, steady breaths, mindful, intentional breathing, making this connection, moving inward. Good. Feel how your breath is moving throughout your entire body. Feeling your breath, and also listening to the sound of your breath. Just ways to fully connect. Move deeper within. And to create a bit more energy in the body with breath, let's take the next inhale to once again fill up the lungs, a very expansive breath in. And with the exhale, this time draw or pull your belly button in toward your spine as you connect to your center body, engaging the abdominal lock. Again, breathing in, feeling, sensing breath rising upward, filling up your lungs. And exhale, draw belly in, engaging the abdominal lock, Uddiyana Bandha, a light contraction of your abdominal muscles. Keeping and holding on to these connections as they support you and guide you in your practice. Let's take 3 more breaths, slow, deep breaths. Now preparing our bodies to move. Remembering to move at your own pace, take your time, certainly modify any poses, and rest whenever you need to. When you're ready to move, inhale, extend your arms all the way out and up. Big stretch, energy through hands and fingers, and exhale, fold forward. So we're hinging at the hips, softening the knees, slowly guiding your way down towards your toes. And inhale, slide your hands up to your shins or your knees. Only rise up halfway to a flat back like you're a table, long spine. And exhale, just slide back down, allowing the spine to round. Feel the heaviness of your body as you allow gravity to draw you downward. And just hold here. If that's too low, if you need to come up a little bit, maybe bring your hands to shins or even your knees or thighs as we continue to hold this standing forward fold. Noticing the sensations here in your body. The curved spine, the stretch down through the legs. Even add some more movement if it feels good. Circling of the shoulders, perhaps backward a few times and then forward. Nodding yes, shaking your head no. A little sway of your whole upper body, left and right. Good. And 2 more breaths. Then shifting your weight into your heels, bend your knees to lower your hips like you're sitting down into a low chair. Feel the extension of your spine as you start to grow tall. Inhale, reaching out, then up into the air, another nice stretch. Exhale, you can bring your palms together down to your heart, or you can bring your arms down to your side, finishing your flow, this half salute to the sun. We'll pause here, take a breath. Let's repeat that sequence when you're ready. Inhale, sweeping arms out and up, good lengthening, good stretch. Exhale, leading with heart, fold forward, soft knees. Good control as you make your way down towards your toes. Inhale, slide your hands up to your shins, your knees, long spine, create a table with your own body. And exhale, back down we go. Releasing head, neck, and shoulders. Feel that heaviness. That same weight shift into your heels, bend your knees to lower your hips. Lifting upper body, extending spine, then reaching out and up with an inhale. Extended mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart or arms to your side, finishing your flow. Holding for a moment, another few breaths, keeping this connection. We'll continue with our full sun salute. Move at your own pace. Inhale, reaching into the air. Feel the lengthening through the sides of your body as you grow tall. Exhale, fold forward. Always okay to bend your knees as you make your way down, partially or all the way. Inhale, rise up halfway to our long spine, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Bend your knees, go all the way down so you can reach the ground with your hands near the top edge of your mat. Then walk or step or hop both feet to the back end of your mat. Lower your hips to shoulder level and pause here for a moment in our plank pose, just feeling the strength in your body, pushing the ground away from you, feeling the good energy in your arms, shoulders, chest, your back. Take a breath in. Exhale, bend your knees slightly, send your hips into the air while your head and chest sink between the arms, arriving in downward facing dog. Make some adjustments as you need to. You might move the feet forward slightly or even wider, same with the hands, helping you to settle into your pose. You can just hold the posture, breathe, and be with this position, noticing the sensations, or add more sensation by moving. You might press one heel down, then the other as you pedal the feet, feeling a stretch in your toes, maybe your calves, even the soles of your feet. If you need to rest, you can always come down to your knees. Just pause. Let's return to standing. First, a full breath in, once again filling up your lungs. Exhale, draw belly in for support. Bend your knees, walk, step, or hop. Both feet return to the top of your mat. You'll be in forward fold. Inhale, rise up halfway, another long spine. Feel the crown of your head lead you forward. Exhale, fold again. Same weight shift into the heels. Bend your knees, lower your hips, and inhale. Come back up to standing, reaching high. This exhale will take chair pose. We'll just keep the body in motion. Setting the weight back into hips and heels, outstretched arms, active hands. Breathe in and exhale, dive out of your chair, back down towards toes, forward fold. Inhale, rise up halfway, long spine, flat back. Exhale, fold, all the way down we go. Bend your knees, hands to the mat, hop, step, or walk, feet back, plank pose. Another brief pause here in this plank pose, continuing to develop good strength in the body. You can take that same shortcut to down dog if you'd like, or with your exhale, finish your push-up. Bending your elbows, squeeze them in towards your ribs. You might even bring your knees to the floor first, then bring the body down. For your back bend, it could be a low cobra pose, or straightening the arms all the way, lifting upper body into upward facing dog. And exhale, we'll tuck toes under, send hips into the sky. Arriving in down dog, make your adjustments with feet and hands. Even bend your knees a little bit more, sending your hips up a little higher, pressing hands more firmly into the mat. Even press more towards your thumbs and index fingers. More energy and support. Let's go for a lunge. Let's pick up the right foot. Inhale, extend the right leg up and back. Exhale, step right foot to the top of the mat or let it land behind the right hand. We'll turn the left heel to the floor behind you, shifting the weight back into that foot, put weight into that back foot. So there's no weight in the hands, so you can lift them, reach forward, and rise up. Good, we'll be in warrior one. Good, reach upward. Nice lunge in front here with the legs, strong legs. Let's take a breath in, and exhale, we'll fold. Bring the hands back down to the ground. Slide right foot back to meet the other plank pose. A shortcut is fine here to down dog, or complete a full vinyasa, coming down to Chaturanga Dandasana, the bottom of the push-up. Modify that if you'd like to. Find a back bend that feels good if you're going through that full flow. And exhale, meeting in downward facing dog. Whatever sequence you take, we'll always meet right here. Then the other side. Inhale, extending left leg up and back, reaching long. There you go. Exhale, let's step left foot to the top of the mat with a light landing. Right heel to the earth behind you, shifting the weight back, more weight into the back foot. Light hands, you can easily float right up into your warrior one. Settle into the pose, good. Reaching up, lightness up top. Good energy building in the shoulders, lengthening down through the sides of the body. Strong legs, thigh, hip flexor stretch here. Let's take a breath in. Exhale, fold, return to the earth, plant the hands, slide left foot back, plank, complete your series. Be sure to hug elbows in towards ribs for good support. If you're finishing that push-up, find your back bend, and we'll meet in down dog. A couple breaths here. Let's add another lunge series while we're here. Let's inhale, re-extend right leg up. Let's hold for a moment. Feel your body get longer as you reach this right foot up and back. Hands root more into the floor. Let's open the hip by bending the right knee. Bring your heel down towards backside. A slight lift of the knee will create a twist or a slight rotation in the lower portion of the torso, opening the hip. Breathe in. And exhale, unwind and step through. Right foot to the top of the mat. Left heel to the earth behind you. Again, finding that balance. Light hand so you can rise up, first warrior. And exhale, opening to your left. Arms down to parallel. Warrior two. Adjusting your feet if you need to for good, strong stance. That's it. Tall through the torso, outstretched arms. Holding for a moment, just building endurance in the arms and shoulders here. And then side angle pose. Just reach forward, angled upper body. Rotate the arm so your right arm and hand reaching downward, left hand reaching up into the air. Nice opening up through heart and hips. Good. Breathing deeply. Let's take a breath in. And exhale, we'll turn towards the floor for your hands and bring the hands to the floor. Slide right foot back, plank pose. Pausing just for a realignment of the body. Again, your sequence, you choose how you'll get to down dog. Again, the shortcut to that position is fine, or go through the full flow. Meeting in down dog. Whenever you're ready, same thing, other side. Inhale, extending left leg up and back. We're holding, we're extending, getting longer. Reaching through the foot, hands press into the ground. Let's open the hip, bend your left knee a bit. Heel down towards backside, lifting the knee slightly. You don't have to turn too much. You kind of automatically turn. That's it. Nice hip opener. Breathe in. Exhale, unwind. Let's step left foot to the top of the mat. Right heel to the earth. We're shifting the weight back. We've got that good balance. Light hand so we can easily rise. First warrior. And exhale, opening to your warrior two. Adjusting your foundation, might be a turn of that back foot. Just want to check in with your joints, hip, knee, and ankle. They feel good, they feel free, don't feel bound. Yes, side angle. Follow your left arm forward to angle the upper half of the body. Good. Reaching up, reaching down. You choose the depth of this pose. You're very welcome to go low enough where left hand, fingers might reach the ground, or you might be a little higher up, where the arm is just braced on the inner left leg. Deep breath. Still moving, breathing in. Here we go. Exhale, we'll turn and fold, hands to the earth. Slide left foot back, plank, hold, and then complete your vinyasa. Meeting in down dog. Pausing for a moment in downward facing. Just return to standing. First, a breath in, fill yourself up. Exhale, walk, step, or hop both feet to the top of the mat. Here's our forward fold. Inhale, elongate through spine. Exhale, fold. Shifting weight into the heels, bend your knees, lower your hips. Let's rise up all the way. Inhale, reaching into the sky. We're going to keep this moving as well. On the exhale, just bring the arms down, out, down, and then behind you, reaching to the back corners of your mat. Active hands. Squeeze to midline. Feel like you're holding on to something between your hands. Yeah. Stay here, or if you're able, interlace your fingers. You don't have to do this. And if you are here, if you can't even roll the shoulders back, squeeze shoulder blades together. Really puffing up the chest, breathing into this expansion of the chest. And a little chair-like pose. Just bend the knees slightly forward, then tip over a little bit. It'll feel like you're in chair pose. I'll just hold here for a moment. Nice long neck. Beware if your chin is too far down or tipped up too high. Find that same alignment as the rest of your spine. 2 more deep breaths. If your fingers are folded, let's just free the hands. Inhale, let's stand up, reach up, even look up. And exhale, lead with heart, fold forward. Down we go. Releasing head, neck, and shoulders. Inhale, halfway lift, just going through a nice flow here. Exhale, fold, bend your knees, hands to the earth, hop or step back, plank pose. Come down if you like to, Chaturanga Dandasana, or modify that flow, change it, or skip it. We'll meet in down dog. Continuing the flow, inhale, extend right leg up. Bend and twist. The twist is the spine. Little hip opener there. Next, exhale, unwind, step through for a warrior 1 setup. Left heel to the earth, root, balance, light hands, rise up. Exhale, open, warrior 2, adjusting your foundation. Strong stance, side angle, reach forward, rotate here. We're just flowing through these postures. Take a breath in, expand and open more. Exhale to move. We'll turn and fold, hands return to the earth. Slide right foot back, plank pose, complete your series. Good, nice additions there. Certainly modify. Meet in downward facing dog. Rest if you need to, okay? Other side when you're ready. Inhale, extend left leg up. Bending the knee, a little twist of the lower body, opening the hip. And next exhale, we'll move, unwind, stepping through. Warrior 1, feet rooted into the earth with good balance. Float up and expand and open warrior 2. Side angle pose. Reach forward, rotate here. There we are, good. Breathing in, good expansions and openings. Exhale, back to the earth. Hands down. Slide left foot back, plank pose. Complete your series. Meet in downward facing dog. A breath or 2 here. Let's do a little floor work. Just come down to your knees gently. Sit back briefly in hero. Sit off to the side, bring the legs around to the front. Let's keep the legs straight here for a moment. Come to staff pose. So let's straighten the legs as best as you can. Flex the feet just to energize the legs. And then hands on the floor by your hips, pushing into the floor just to assist the lifting and lengthening of the upper body. Shoulders roll back, kind of like when we had our hands behind us, reaching or interlaced like so. A similar sensation. Back here, squeezing shoulder blades together. Nice expansion across the chest. So when you breathe in, you can feel that expansion. In the exhale, engage belly. All right, we're going to take this to a fold, so stay tall. Inhale, free your hands, reach into the air. Follow me. We're going to exhale, just hinge forward just a little bit, just a little. Stop right here, and then just bring your hands down to your legs. Doesn't matter where they land. Take another breath in to continue the spinal extension. Exhale, hinge forward a little bit, maybe even take a step down the legs. Pause. So legs for the most part are still straight, so is the spine, but we can change that now. You can start to bend your knees a little or a lot. Lower your chin, allow your back to round, just creating more space so you can continue your fold. Take your time. Don't need to force this or push or go too quickly. If your hands land at your ankles or shins, then that's your ending point. If you're able to make it to your feet, I'm going to add a little piece here. If you made it to your toes, take your peace fingers, okay, middle finger and index finger. You're going to hook them or loop them around your big toe if you can reach. Another added piece, you're going to take the thumbs and just place them on the tips of your big toes. Breathing in to help extend spine. Exhale, send your heart forward and even downward. And again, you can bend the knees a little or a lot. Back is rounded if it feels more comfortable. We're going to hold this for a moment. Breathing. And when our arms were behind us, I had us breathe in deeply, filling up the lungs, that chest expansion. But now in a forward fold, we're going to do a similar thing with your back body. So if you can, breathe into your back. Feel the lungs expand from the back side. Feel the back expand, broaden. Filling yourself up. Taking advantage of this seated forward fold, nice stretch for the back body, and of course the hamstrings. Let's take 2 more breaths. Then free your hands, reach forward. We'll inhale, hinge your way back up nice and tall. Once you're tall here, just reach up a little higher. And exhale, come back to staff pose. That's just the hands by your hips on the floor. Press down to feel lifted and light up top, shoulders back, straighten the legs if the knees went bent. Push into the ground just to lift your hips, bend your knees, and just scoot forward a little bit so we can come to a boat pose. Just lifting the knees. You can hold on to the bend of the knees just to ensure that lengthened spine. Here, if you're looking directly forward, that means your head is tipped down. That means we need to lift the chin up. So again, we're in the same alignment as the rest of the spine. So you're maybe looking more at the upper wall, maybe at the light fixtures. Okay. Breathing in for that length. You can exhale through the mouth to help engage. Holding on or freeing the hands, or even starting to extend the legs here. Okay, we're going to move now, breathing in first. Exhale, cross legs, either hands in front or to the side, so you can unfold your legs, get them back behind you, plank pose. Pausing for a moment to get that nice re-extension. Let's all take a shortcut to down dog. Bend knees, hips to sky. Okay, different lunge series. Let's inhale, extend right leg up. Let's keep it straight. Exhale, right foot to the top of the mat. We're going to a high lunge this time, so left heel stays lifted. All 10 toes pointing forward, but we still need to shift the weight back, yes. Good balance between the feet. Light hands reach forward and we rise up. Good reach, good lunge, more strength in the legs. A bit more of a dynamic since we have to balance here. We need to, just like we're drawing belly in for boat pose, getting that strength here, you're doing the same thing with the legs. Okay? In this lunge, you don't want the legs to fall out, you want them to hug in. Squeeze. Feel the energy in your hips and thighs. Okay, we're going to keep rising to straighten this front leg. Good. Turn to your left, bring your left heel to the floor. Bring your arms down to parallel. Your legs will be straight here. Moving into triangle pose. So reach out over your straight right leg. Rotate the body. Right hand down, left hand up. There we go. So very similar to side angle, except we've got a straight leg now. And that same choice of depth. Right hand might reach the floor or your ankle or shin, or it might be up by your knee or thigh. Feel the stretch in the hamstrings. We'll be coming back to this pose. So just kind of take a mental snapshot of your body in this position and where you are. Coming out of the pose, let's bend the right knee into a lunge so we can come back up, pass through Warrior 2, reverse your Warrior, reaching right hand up, maybe slightly behind you. Yeah, just to get this kind of a stretch and reopening through the right side. And windmill or cartwheel out of the pose. Both hands to the floor in front, stepping right foot back, plank, pausing for a moment. Another shortcut to down dog. Bent knees, hips high. Keep knees soft. That way the hips will continue to lift. Really extending through the torso. Press more into the floor with the hands. Strong arms. Feel the activation of shoulders even. Other side. Inhale, extend left leg up and back. Strong straight line. Exhale, left foot to the top of the mat. It's high lunge. Right heel stays lifted. Shifting your weight back. Find your center. Take your time. Already hugging to midline. Activate the legs, thighs, and hips. Then rise up. Hold. Yes. You're also engaging belly, of course, pulling belly in towards midline. Hands, just like you had them behind you, you're holding on to something. Now that object is over your head. Let's rise up to straighten the front leg, pivot right heel to the floor, turn sideways, arms to parallel. We're set for triangle. If your feet feel like they're too far apart, you can bring them closer together, that's fine. Then reach out over the straight left leg, rotate the body, triangle pose. There you go. Certainly get a dynamic of stretching the left leg in this case, but since we're kind of tipped over laterally, we get into the hips. So notice how this affects the hips. Good extensions through the entire body. Legs, torso, and arms. And again, take another mental snapshot of your own body in this pose. Let's bend the left knee as leverage to come out of the posture, rising up. Let's reverse the warrior, left hand reaching up, maybe slightly back if that feels okay. Opening up through the left side body. And our cartwheel out of the pose, all the way down to the ground, both hands. Slide left foot back, plank, pausing for a moment. You can still take a shortcut to down dog or complete your full vinyasa, finishing the push-up, move into a back bend, meeting in down dog. Let's return to standing for a moment. Let's take a breath in. Exhale, bend knees, hop, step, or walk. Both feet up to the top of the mat to your forward fold. Inhale, elongate through spine. Exhale, fold. Before we stand, let's stay in this forward fold. Bend your knees more so you can actually reach your feet and toes. Shifting weight slightly into your heels so you can lift your toes. You're going to take your peace fingers again, hook them around your big toes, just like we did in the seated forward fold. Thumbs, tips of thumbs on the tips of big toes. Now, once you've got a hold of the toes, inhale, elongate through spine. Try to come towards me. Exhale, a little pull of the thumbs or toes to draw you downward carefully, slowly. Dropping the head so you can see the wall behind you between your knees. So another version of standing forward fold. Good. If that's too low, if you can't quite reach the toes or it's a strain on any parts of the body, then soften that, bring the hands up a little higher on the legs. 2 more breaths. Shifting weight into the heels so you can release the toes. Shifting weight more into the heels, bend your knees to lower hips. Let's rise up all the way to standing, get nice and tall. Maybe stay here a couple more seconds, an extended mountain. Maybe reach a little higher, maybe one arm and the other arm for a little active stretch. There we go. Inhale and exhale, arms down to your side. Finishing. And a little circle of the shoulders, release. Deep breaths. Good. Okay, we'll keep it moving. Adding on, we'll inhale, reaching into the air. Exhale, soft knees as we fold. Moving with breath. Inhale, rise up halfway. Little weight shift towards toes. Feel like you're coming forward, long spine. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, hands to the earth. Hop or step back, plank pose. Finishing your sequence as you'd like. We'll just meet in down dog. Just return to the ground. So bend your knees, come down to the floor, kneel. Sit back into hero briefly, then off to the side. We'll bring the legs around to the front. We're going to lie down this time, so you still may want to scoot forward so you have room behind you. Roll down onto your back, bring knees with you. Take a moment to reconnect with your breathing, add some movement as it feels good. Perhaps a little circle of the ankles, getting into the joints of the feet. movement of the feet. And we'll plant the feet into the ground, preparing for bridge pose. Once they're down, rooted into the earth, breathe in, fill up your lungs. Exhale, engage your belly, then peel away from the floor, lifting your hips up off the ground. You can just lift a little bit if you want, even slide a block underneath you to sit on, or use your hands to sit in for a modified posture, or just continue lifting hips until they naturally stop and create the sensation you'd like for your thighs, hip flexors, low belly. With the upper body, rock your upper body left and right several times. Left, right, to get your shoulders underneath you. So we're kind of going back to that sensation when we were standing. I had you reach your arms behind you. So it's a similar thing here. In this case, your shoulders are kind of underneath you. And then your arms just down on the floor. And if you can, interlace your fingers like we did standing. Same thing though, if that doesn't feel quite right for any parts of your joints, then just keep the hands free. Deep breaths. It's a very dynamic pose, especially with sensations in the body. So support the body in this heart-opening sensation with deep breaths. Let's take one more breath, then we'll start to soften, coming out of the pose. Release the fingers. Wiggle the feet forward a little bit. Extend your arms straight up into the air. That'll get the shoulders out from underneath you. Then roll your way down to the ground. Once you've landed safely, extend your arms behind you and extend your legs out in front of you. Actively reach and stretch. We're returning to boat pose. So you might draw your knees in if you'd like. Rock your way up to seated, or you can roll to your side and press yourself up to seated. And again, back to our boat pose. Holding on to bent knees, perhaps to help extend spine. It's a literal pulling yourself up to find that length. That exhale through the mouth just ensures that you're exhaling, getting the air to leave the belly so you can feel the activation here. Active feet. You can flex the feet or point your toes. That way your legs feel strong, whether they're bent or a little bit straighter. Okay, we're moving from here. Breathe in. Exhale, cross legs, hands in front or to the side. Unfold legs back behind you, plank pose. Okay, come back to hero for a moment. Bring knees to the floor and sit back into hero if you can. If you can stay here, stay here. If this is too much for your knees or ankles or feet, then just sit on the ground. Okay? It's just a nice stretch for this knee area, the shin and the top of the foot. So we're going to go back to that high lunge series here. There's that shift of weight back, good balance, hug to midline, so I feel strong and steady here so I can easily float up. Once you're tall, you're going to keep rising, straightening that leg, pivot open, getting set for triangle, changing this distance if you need to. Okay? When I do triangle, I've gotten into the habit of feeling like I'm flat, okay, like I'm on a hieroglyphic on a wall, and I shift until I can't move anymore, then I rotate. This is typically how I've been doing triangle for a number of years now. Just kind of flat. And when I'm like this, when we're flat like this, there's minimal movement as far as how low I can go here. But you don't always have to do that two-dimensional way of doing that posture. We typically, you'll notice in your own body, I had you take that mental snapshot, you probably push your hips back. That's a little bit more natural for this pose, which actually gives a little bit more space. So you can go a little deeper, you can go lower, okay, rather than getting locked here, okay? So we're naturally pushing back, okay? It doesn't change the dynamic of the pose. So if you are able to get a little lower, what we're going to do is we're going to lift the toes, take your peace fingers, same thing, hook them around the big toe, thumb to big toe, there's our triangle. So that's where we're going. All right, back to your down dog, hands out front. Tuck your toes, lift the hips. Maybe a little pedal of the feet just to get into the calf muscles again, back into your toes since you were just sitting on the feet like that. Okay, so the high lunge series to triangle. Inhale, extend right leg up, strong and straight. Exhale, right foot to the top of the mat. High lunge, left heel stays lifted. Take your time, shifting the weight back. Find that centering, hug to midline, strong legs and hips, and rise up. Once you're tall, keep rising up, straighten the right leg. Pivot left heel to the floor. You'll turn sideways, arms to parallel. Change the distance between your feet if you need to, okay? Now, you're probably pretty flat at the moment, but already just kind of boom, bump the hip back, kind of lean forward just a little bit. You don't even have to do much to get into this pose. And now reach out over the right leg and then rotate and just see where it potentially takes you. Now, if you don't reach the foot, no worries. Go where your body feels good. If you are able to reach the foot, okay, hook your peace fingers around the big toe, tip of thumb on the tip of the big toe. There's our triangle. Different version. One more breath. Release the toe, bend the knee, right knee, come up, pass through warrior two, reverse your warrior, reaching, yes. Big windmill out of the pose, around and down to the ground, slide right foot back, plank. Finish your sequence as you'd like, meeting in down dog. That's it, yes. Up dog, on the tops of the feet. There's our down dog posture. Inhale, extend left leg straight up and back. Left foot to the top of the mat at your own pace for your high lunge setup. Right heel is lifted, hug to midline. Yes, taking your time. Once you're tall, grow tall, straighten left leg, pivot right heel to the floor, turn sideways, arms to parallel, change the distance. If you're flat like I am at the moment, just push your hips back. You might lean forward a little bit. Yeah, now, start reaching over the left leg, rotate. Maybe you'll reach the foot. If not, don't force it. Just go where you go. If you happen to make it to the foot or toes, same thing. Hook fingers around big toe, tip of thumb on the tip of the big toe. Another very dynamic pose. Let's free the left hand, bend the left knee, come back up, reverse your warrior, and cartwheel out of the pose. Down to the earth with the hands, step back, plank pose. Finishing your sequence here. Still okay to take that shortcut. Let's return to standing one more time. Full breath in. Exhale, bend knees, hop, step, or walk. Both feet up to the top of the mat. Stay on your feet. Inhale, elongate through spine. Fold on the exhale. Weight shift into the heels, bend your knees, lower your hips. Inhale, rising up. We're still in motion, reaching high. Exhale, bring your arms out and down. Reaching behind you, stay here, or if you're able, interlace fingers. If you are able to, fold fingers, roll shoulders back, squeeze shoulder blades together, opening up through the chest. Take a deep breath in, puff up the chest. As you exhale, soften the knees, tip to our chair pose. Now we're going to go a little further if you're able. Stay here if you'd like, or inhale, get longer. Make sure neck is in the same alignment as the rest of the spine. Exhale, bend the knees to lower hips. Tip over so your belly comes down towards thighs. And just keep going if you're able. Pause whenever you'd like to. If you do get pretty low into a forward fold here, folded fingers may lift away from the body, maybe up towards ceiling, maybe even over your head towards the front of the room. In order to guide your way there, one, you do need flexible shoulders, but also just make sure your chin isn't down too low or lifted too high. Again, we want a neutral neck. Neck's in the same alignment as the rest of the spine. If that's the case, then these folded fingers and arms can go a little bit more over our heads. Pretty deep pose. Now bring the hands down to low back. Release the fingers. Drop your arms down. Shake them out. Even shake out the head a little bit. Let's continue the flow from here. Let's rise up halfway. Slide hands to shins. Rise up halfway, flat back. Exhale, fold. Find the earth. Plant the hands. Hop or step back. Plank pose. Come down if you'd like to. Or skip this. Go right into down dog. Good choices. Yes. meeting in down dog. Okay, same high lunge series, but we're going to change it up a little bit. Inhale, extend right leg up, right foot to the top of the mat. High lunge, find your center, hug to midline, float up. Once you're tall, same thing, grow tall, lifting or straightening the leg. Pivot left heel to the floor, arms to parallel, pause here. Now your right foot's pointing forward. We're going to turn that foot so it's pointing in the same direction as the left foot. Adjust your feet if they're not aligned. I call this a star shape. Okay. We're going to inhale, reach out, let the arms feel tall. On the exhale, pull belly in, bend your knees slightly just to protect your back, and then fold. Finding the ground perhaps with your fingers. Finish that fold, finish the breath. Inhale, rise to fingertips, extend the spine like you're going forward towards the windows. Yes, exhale, fold. And we'll just hold this position for a moment. Good, so wide-legged forward fold. Prasarita Paratadasana, wide-legged forward fold. There's 4 versions of this posture. We're doing 2.5 versions of them, okay? So the first version is just the fold. Here comes the half part of it because we're just going to change our hand position, okay? Just repeating what we've been doing. Some people are already doing it. Peace fingers, loop them around your big toes if you can reach them. Inhale, extend through spine. Try to lift and come forward. Exhale, a little tug of the toes will help you draw downward. If you can't reach your feet, that's okay. Maybe just hold on to the backs of your legs. If you're not folded too low, you might even bring in a block. So your hands are on a block rather than the ground. So this is another version of this pose. Typically, we would come out of the posture first before getting into the next position. We did a little skip. Okay, free the feet, free the hands, fingers on the floor in front of you. Inhale, rise to fingertips, re-extend spine, hold here. Shift your weight into your heels. Bend your knees, lower your hips like you're sitting. This should create some balance so you can free your hands and spread your wings out to the side. Yes? Then stand up tall, return to your star shape. So we're here. And then turn your right foot forward, lunging into warrior 2. Reverse your warrior, right hand into the air. And we're going to windmill out of the pose. Around and down to the floor in front. Step back, plank pose. Finishing your flow, meeting in down dog. Good. Doing that same series, other side. Whenever you're ready, no rush. You can always rest. Inhale, extend left leg into the air. Exhale, left foot to the top of the mat. High lunge set up. Finding center, strong legs, rising when you're ready. Once you're tall, grow tall, straightening the left leg. Pivot right heel to the floor. Arms to parallel. We're turning left foot, pointing same direction as right foot. Adjust the feet. Here's our star shape. Breathe in, reach out, get tall. Exhale, pull belly in for engagement. Soften your knees, and then fold. Doing the exact same thing here. And since we have been here already, check in. Maybe you can take the feet a little wider if you want, or the legs can be a little straighter. Certainly breath can be a little deeper. Add any other movements while you're here. And then we'll go back to taking peace fingers, loop them around big toes. Inhale, elongate through spine. Exhale, a little tug of the toes to take you downward. Tips of thumbs on tips of the big toes. Good. Prasarita Paratadasana, wide-legged forward fold. This is version B. Two more breaths. Okay, let's free the hands, fingertips on the floor underneath you. So you can inhale, rise up to fingertips, extend the spine, flat back, stay here, shift weight into the heels, Bend your knees like you're taking a seat so you find that balance. So you can free the hands, spread your wings. Then rise up. Here we are, back to our star shape. Let's spin that left foot forward, lunging into warrior two. Reverse your warrior, left hand up. Big windmill down to the floor with the hands. Step back into down dog. Left foot steps back, hips in the air. Right leg re-extends into the sky. Right foot to the top of the mat, high lunge. Just going to flow through this, rising. Nice and tall, lift. Straighten the leg, pivot left heel to the floor, arms to parallel. Spin that right foot so we're in our star shape again. Stay right where you are. You're going to inhale, reach out with the arms. On this exhale, bring the hands down behind you. Interlace your fingers if you're able. Inhale, roll shoulders back, heart lifts, chin lifts. Exhale, pull belly in, bend knees, slowly fold. Now you can pause at any point, kind of like we did it in the chair-like position when the feet were together. You didn't have to go down too low, but if you're able, take your time and go a little lower. Folded fingers, or if you need to, free your hands, reaching up and over your head. Remember, long neck, so if your chin is down, if you can see the wall behind you, then your chin is probably too low. Lift your chin a little bit, long neck. Create more space in your upper back, providing more space for the shoulders so they can continue to go over your head. Keep fingers folded, but we're going to rise up, elongate through spine, hinge from hips, rise up until you're tall. Free the hands, reach them out. Star shape, spin right foot forward, lunge, warrior two, reverse your warrior, reach, cartwheel. Hands to the floor, back to down dog. Step back, hips to the sky. Immediately inhale, left leg into the air. Left foot to the top of the mat. Same flow. High lunge. Once you're tall, grow tall. Lift, pivot, open, spin left foot, star shape. Okay, same setup. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, hands down behind you. Either keep the hands free or interlace fingers. Inhale, tip chin up, heart up. Exhale, pull belly in, soft knees, fold. Take your time, pause at any point. But the body was just here. So it's like, oh, maybe it feels okay. I can go a little deeper, even maybe take the feet out a little wider, legs a little straighter, hips a little higher. Okay, long neck. If you can see the wall behind you, open your eyes. Can you see the wall? You want to be able to see the floor, probably. Okay, just lift the chin slightly, not long neck. See if that provided more space in your upper back where the shoulders connect. And take the hands more over your head. Don't force it, though. 2 more breaths. Wonderful. Very dynamic posture. Great opening for shoulders and chest and back. Okay, strength with an exhale. We're rising back up. Elongate through torso, rising until you're tall. Free the fingers out to the side, star shape. Okay, spin left foot forward, lunge, warrior two, reverse your warrior. Okay, going to plank this time, so hands down to the floor, step back, plank, so you can finish your sequence. Chaturanga Dandasana, up dog, downward facing dog. Take a breath or two in down dog, and then we'll come down to child's pose. We'll do a couple versions of child's pose. So first one will be, once you kneel, you might even take the knees a little wider if you want. Sit back and down. Arms out front. Maybe make this an active child's pose, meaning it feels like you're trying to crawl forward. Just use your fingers, help crawling forward. Even feel like your hips are being pulled back, like someone's holding onto your hips and pulling you back gently. So there's more of a stretch quality, some activation in the body. Then we're going to soften. Forehead will need to rest on the floor or bring in something underneath the forehead while you bring your arms down alongside your body and just let your arms hang. Release them completely. Your shoulders will relax, your back, your arms and hands. And breathe. 2 more breaths. After those 2 breaths, either stay there for a few more breaths or begin to slowly move and come up to hands and knees. Take your time to get here, and once you are here, maybe a set of cat and cow. Just inhale to find the back bend, exhale, good rounding of the spine. Just flowing through these 2 poses, cat pose, cow pose, with the flow of the breath. Feel the movement of the pelvis, the curvature of the spine, the movement of the spine. Maybe after 3 more breaths, you'll pause. Pause for a moment in this neutral tabletop posture. We're going to return to lying on our backs. So you might sit back first, off to the side. The legs out front, some space behind you to roll back. Go ahead and hug the knees in. And as you're settling into this posture, taking some breaths, let your body decide what it needs next as far as movements or stretches, sequences. So move intuitively. So it could be a hip opener here, like happy baby pose, or reclining pigeon pose, whatever would feel good for a hip opener if that's where you want to go. A spinal twist. Maybe a back bend, like bridge or wheel or fish. Without even thinking about it, just let your body move, even if it's not really a yoga pose, but a movement that would just feel good to you. Taking your time for the next couple of minutes with these added movements, treat them as kind of a closing sequence, finishing up our dynamic yoga flow. Whenever you feel complete with your closing sequence, make your way to Shavasana or any other restorative pose, something that does feel relaxing to you, restorative in nature. Restful place for meditation. Stay right where you are. No need to move just yet. Just take a deep breath as a way to return to this moment. Stay present. Stay in your body. Stay with your breath. And once again, return to the awareness of your breath. Take a deep breath with the intention of beginning to awaken from your yogic nap, this bit of a rest, this restorative state of mind and body. And then take 5 slow, deep breaths, generating energy in your body to create movement in your body. A new sense of self, a renewed self. Approaching your 5th breath, feeling movement return. If you've already reached that 5th breath, just take another 5 breaths, still generating energy, creating motion. When you feel ready, slowly and carefully roll to one side of your body. Just moving into this nurturing pose. Pause for a moment. Take another breath, using that energy now to press into the earth, to rise up and come to seated. Sitting tall, lengthened spine with relaxed shoulders. Arms are relaxed, your hands. One last movement together. We'll inhale, extend arms out and up. And exhale, bring your palms together and down to your heart. Take one more deep breath here. As we come to the close of our practice, we bow, saying, Namaste. Thank you so much for watching and participating in this yoga lesson. To help us with the channel so we can continue to bring you more content, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It's really appreciated. Namaste.